Welcome to day 69 of our school year. Go ahead and get this filled in. Almost another row filled in. This year's going by. All right, let's get down our beginning fraction. We have a total of 180 school days. We're on day 69. Let's go ahead and find our factors of our numerator. Two factors we always know are 1 and the number itself. Using the commutative property of multiplication, I can also write it as 69 times 1. And I'm going to now look for the rest of my factors using my divisibility rules, and I'm going to go in order. That way I don't miss any. So in order after 1 is 2. So the rule for 2 is that it ends in an even number. 9 is odd, so that means 2 is not a factor. And if 2 is not a factor, no even number will be. So now I try 3. The rule for 3 is that we add the digits together. 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 is a multiple of 3, so 3 is a factor. 3 times 23, 23 times 3. The next odd number is 5. The rule for 5 is that it ends in a 0 or 5. It ends in a 9, so 5 is not a factor. We try 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. Nope, 69 is not in that list, so 7 is not a factor. We try 9. The rule for 9 is the same as 3. We add the digits together, we get 15. 15 is not a multiple of 9, so 9 is not a factor. We try 11. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77. 69 is not in that list, so 11 is not a factor. We try 13. 13, 26, 39, 52, 65, 78. 69 is not in that list, so 13 is not a factor. I'm going to check to see if 23 may be prime, because when we've gone in order and our second factor is prime, then we're done because it can't break down anymore. And yes, 23 is prime, so that means we are done. Let's list our factors from least to greatest. 1, 3, 23, 69. There are 4 factors, that is more than 2 factors, so it is composite. And now we want to find our greatest common factor. So let's start with our greatest factor of 69. Okay, we want to make sure we keep our shaded separated from our unshaded, and that we have 69 in each group. So here I have 1 plus 60, so it's 61 plus 8. And I have 42 left over, so that means that 69 does not work. Okay, let's try 23. 20 plus 3. 7 plus 10 is 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 4 plus 10 is 14, plus 9 is 23. 1 plus 20 is 21, plus 2 is 23. 8 plus 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 5 plus 10 is 15. Plus 5 is 20. Plus 3 more is 23. 2 plus 20 is 22. Plus 1 is 23. I have 19 left over. So that means that 23 does not work, because I can't make another group of 23. Let's try groups of 3. Groups of 3. Cut this up into sections of 3. Let's see if this works out. You do not have to make your groups like mine, but do make sure you have 3 in each group. I shouldn't have this broken down into 3 ones. I need a group of 3. And you want to keep your shaded separated from your unshaded. I have none left over. 3 worked. Good. So 3 is our greatest common factor. So let's count up our total groups of 3. Since each of these rows has 3 in it, I'm going to count those up and then go back and count this column. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60 total groups. And I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23 shaded in. Oops, sorry. 23 shaded in out of 60. Okay. Now that I've done my division with my model, I'm going to go ahead and do the division with the algorithm. I'm going to use our greatest common factor of 3. So 180 divided into groups of 3, and 69 divided into groups of 3, or 3 equal groups. Let's see, I'm going to do 50 times 3 because I'm pretty good at multiplying by my 5s and my 10s. Placeholder moves it over a place. 5 times 3 is 15. Numbers the same, 0's a game. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, 0's a game. 10 times 3 is 30. Numbers the same, 0's a game. Add these partial quotients, I get 60. Here I'm going to do 20. Placeholder moves over a place. 2 times 3 is 6. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, 0's a game. 3 times 3 is 9. Numbers the same, 0's a game. Add our partial quotients. 20 plus 3 is 23. Okay, now let's go ahead and check. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since our remainder is 0 for both though, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, we don't need to actually add the 0. 3 groups of 0 is 0. 3 groups of 6 tens is 18 tens. 3 groups of 3 is 9. 3 groups of 2 tens is 6 tens. 69, that matches our dividend up here. Check. 180, that matches our dividend up here. Check. So our numerator is definitely 23, and our denominator is definitely 60. All right, now let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. We are in trimester 2, week 2. Today is 11, 15, 19, and our fraction for today is 23/60. Okay, let's go ahead and get out our number line. We did groups of 3, so go ahead and find your groups of 3. Okay. So we have 19/60 is our last one. 20/60 has many equivalent fractions. 30/90, 15/45, 12/36, 10/30, and our simplest form of 1/3. Then we have 21/60, where our equivalent fraction in lowest terms is actually 7/20. That's the simplest form. 22/60, 11/30 is the simplest form, or equivalent fraction in lowest terms. And then today, 23/60, there are no lines that line up below it. and the only our beginning fraction above it. So this is our equivalent fraction in lowest terms, or simplest form. Go ahead and put your number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.